Morning, YouTube. I hope you can see me okay. I'm heading up to the mountains today. It's dried up enough. I'm on for new subscribers and new viewers who may not have seen this bike before. I'm on my Royal Enfield 500 Classic Chrome. Here's what the 500 looks like. I'm riding today. Hopefully you see a couple pictures here. Well, like I said, for new subscribers, new viewers, which we've had a few in the past, the Royal Enfield is one of the 4 motorcycles I have. I have a 2020 BMW R9T. I have a 2021 Tiger 900 GT Pro, and also have a 2016 Thruxton R. Now you can see those on other rides I've done. I've created a playlist to make it a little easier, and in the playlist you can see it's separated by motorcycles and also some drag racing and road racing and stuff like that. If you're a new subscriber or about to become a new subscriber, I encourage you to see the video I made on 12/30 about what this channel is and isn't, so we don't ever get crossways here on that. Just before I left here, I saw some video on people. One they were doing on the Tiger 900 GT, just like I have, and it's a very good guy that does it's very good, and I like his stuff always, but I really disagree with his assessment on the Tiger 900. I think he's being overly critical on it, and I think maybe it has to do with he's been riding another bike, similar bike to that, for a whole year, and he's like, oh, I don't like this because it's different. I don't like this because it's different. Well, it's different, but it doesn't mean it doesn't work or it's not a great thing. And then it says something about the bike being boring, and I'm going, I don't really recall having a boring bike. I recall having bikes that have more power and sometimes are more exciting when they don't. When you ride them, but the bike themselves aren't boring. This is a 500cc bike, get about 27 horsepower, and I have a great time on it. I have a lot of fun on it. It has limitations of what it does and how it does it, but I like it for it. I don't have cornering IMUs. I don't have ABS, I don't have traction control, I don't have adaptive cruise control, I don't have cruise control, hell, I don't even have disc brakes in the back. But it doesn't make it bad. If you want keyless ignition, I understand that. It doesn't have electric heats, heated seats or heated hand grips. That doesn't mean it's not a good bike. It just means it doesn't have all that stuff. If you want all that stuff, by all means, you know, there's nothing wrong with wanting all that stuff and having it. I have some of it on some of my other bikes. I have quite a bit of it on my Tiger, and it makes it very comfortable for being a touring bike. But doing the things I do on this bike is more than good enough. So that's just some of my thoughts. Appreciate hearing what you have to say. I saw something, the same thing in the same vein, a criticism of that new Hayabusa that's coming out. With a few less horsepower and more electronics and stuff like that to make the bike easier to ride. And it's actually supposed to be going to be a little quicker. It won't be any faster. It's got a few less horsepower, and people are really disappointed. How could you be disappointed in a bike that runs 186 miles an hour? And it's a little bit quicker, and it's easier to ride, and yes, it is more expensive and probably gets 4 or 5 miles less a gallon of gas. But I don't see where you get disappointed over such things as that. I mean, it's just I don't know, just a little aggravating for me. I get kind of wound up on stuff like that. I don't need all of it, and sometimes I want some of it, and sometimes I don't want some of it. And I suppose many of you are the same way. I can appreciate all that stuff, but it doesn't mean the bike is no good because it doesn't have it, or if it doesn't have gazillion horsepower. I don't know. We changing the subject just a little bit. Mr. Bill and I ride with Mr. Bill for new viewers. I ride with Mr. Bill. I ride with Rapid Roy, and I ride with Gorgeous George. George is a little older than I am. Rapid Roy and Bill a little younger than I am. And occasionally we go out and do some drag racing, and Mr. Bill and I have been drag racing for 5 years, and I have a pretty good record against him and his Rocket 3 on any of the BMW or any of the Triumphs and such. So, but recently he just got a bunch, and I've got a video on this, a bunch of performance parts on his bike, for his bike. Oh my gosh, he's going from 145 horsepower to he thinks it's going to be about 215 horsepower. And I asked him why he got all that stuff, and here's what he had to say. What are you going to do with all that horsepower, Bill?
I'm going to whomp you at the drag strip. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I understand that you need another 95 horsepower to beat my Thruxton R. No, I don't. I don't understand that at all. I raced him. I thought he would get over it when we raced against, he brought his son ZX 1400R out there and raced against my Thruxton R, which is me taking a knife to a gunfight. I did pretty good with it the first race, did alright with the second race, and the third race I just screwed that up. You can watch it on it's on the playlist on drag racing. But I thought maybe that would cure him because that's the end of the year, but now he bought all these performance parts. Now he wants to beat my Tiger 900. So if I race him with the Tiger 900, I think I'm going to race him before he puts all those parts on, because it's still he's got a tremendous advantage with his Rocket 3 over the Tiger 900. I think most people would say. Just me. But we'll see how that goes out. I think we're going to be doing some drag racing in March. We'll do test tune days, 2 of them in March. If it's warm enough, we'll get out there and we'll bring you some video of that. Hopefully you'll see. I'm going to mount a camera on the back of the bike also, so we can get a good picture of Mr. Bill and his Rocket 3. But I think the Tiger 900 it doesn't got a lot of power, but I think it's got enough. Depends on how I ride it, and I haven't ever turned the traction control off of it. I haven't done anything with it. I haven't even run it out to. It's a fairly new bike, the Tiger. For me, I've had it since middle of November, and I haven't even run out the to red line yet. So, but we'll give it a whirl before he gets all those performance parts. And for all you folks, they're giving him tips on what to do. Come on, give me a break. He's already got, I got like maybe 95 of my Thruxton R to his 145. So I'm already down 50, and he's getting another 75. Don't give him any more tips. If he's going to beat me, let him beat me. But I don't think he needs a cheering section there to beat me on my Thruxton R. Well, anyway, that's about all I had today. We're up in the mountains. The roads are fairly dry. Hopefully these cameras are working out. I'm trying some different cameras here. This one here is on the mount, and for the most part when I ride, I have to use the one for the chest on this bike, because if has so much vibration. But we're going to give this a chance. So if it's really shaky, it's doing its best. But I thought we'd give that a try. So long for today. This is Just Dad. Tune in. We'll have some other stuff and other rides on other bikes soon. Bye bye.